Welcome to highlights of the 2024 Paralympic Games from Paris. Coming up, a wonderful night of swimming at La Défense Arena. On the red clay of Roland Garros, Golden Games in wheelchair tennis. While at Versailles, poise and precision will deliver an equestrian team title. Enjoy the show.
In the bronze medal match of the men's sitting volleyball, Germany faced Egypt in the North Paris arena. The teams were each chasing their nation's third bronze medal in this event. The first to 25 points wins a set, with teams needing 3 sets for victory. Egypt trailed early on but took the first set as Mohamed Abou El Yazid's hit took a decisive touch off the Germans. The 5,000 spectators were being served a treat as Germany edged the second set. Heiko Wiesenthal with a decisive net gain. This thrilling match was so even, and Egypt showed their steel, taking the third set as Germany messed up a hit from the Egyptian number 9 El Sayed Musa, a former Paralympic medalist in the javelin. German fans looked worried and emotions started to run high. Ashraf Abdallah was shown a red card after disputing a refereeing decision. That results in a point to the opposition. For the third time in a row, the next set was decided by the minimum gap, 2 points, as Alexander Schiffler found Egyptian fingertips, to the delight of his coach. After nearly 2 hours, the sides' total scores were within a point of each other. Into the 5th set, where a team only needs to reach 15 points to win. By midway through, Egypt started to go clear. And when they won their second match point, emotion poured out as they realised their hard work had paid off. Bronze for Egypt. It was tough on Germany, for whom taking part in one of the most exciting games of the tournament will be little consolation.
With my team, these 3 medals for me in my life. In Athena, 1 bronze medal, and Rio, and here. I'm very, very happy. I'm lucky man. I can't stop because I love my team. I love my country very, very much. Thank you.
In the North Paris arena, the Islamic Republic of Iran took on Bosnia and Herzegovina in the men's sitting volleyball gold medal match. Iran, the defending champions, have an incredible record. Boasting a raft of golds from previous Paralympic Games, they haven't lost a competitive match in 10 years. Their opponents have serious credentials too, having won Paralympic gold twice before. Bosnia and Herzegovina started poorly, and as the world's second tallest man, Morteza Merzad, showed what he can do for Iran, they were some distance behind towards the end of the first set. But then they took 7 of the last 8 points in the set and moved ahead. For the first time at these games, Iran's coach looked a worried man. That was only the second set Iran had lost all tournament, and they were soon on the verge of losing a third. But they saved a total of 3 set points. Hossein Golestani enjoying the moment. Then Iran crucially took one of their own, Ermin Yusevic hitting long to level the match at 1 set apiece. Mazad says volleyball changed his life after he was spotted on television by Iran's national coach, and he was once again repaying the favour as he powered Iran forward in the third set. Shortly after, the Iranians went 2 sets to 1 up as Mirzet Duran made an uncharacteristic error. Bosnia and Herzegovina needed a response in the 4th set, but they never once managed to take the lead. And after they failed to defend Sadeh Bigdali's serve, Iran, the golden boys of sitting volleyball, took the Paralympic title for the 3rd time in a row.
The gold medal match in the women's wheelchair tennis was a repeat of the Tokyo 2020 final. Didi de Groot of the Netherlands up against Kamiji Yui of Japan. Then, de Groot had taken the gold. The defending champion was also top seed here in Paris. Kamiji made a fast start, taking the first 3 games. But de Groot started to come back at her. She won the 9th game, edging ahead for the first time in the match. Then great shot making in the 10th saw her take the first set. Both players struggled to hold serve as the 2nd set developed. Kamiji looked threatening. But de Groot pegged her back immediately, showing some great defence. The 2nd seed served a superb ace in the 8th game to take a 5-3 lead. She went on to take the set. The Japanese player carried that momentum and confidence into the 3rd set. She produced the right shots at the big moments, while de Groot's serve continued to trouble her and to give Kamiji opportunities. A forehand with plenty of spin, and Kamiji had 3 match points. She couldn't convert the first, but on her second, de Groot's serve let her down again, the 17th double fault of the match. Kamiji had taken the gold, the Tokyo silver medalist reversing her fortunes here in the Paris final. So in the women's singles tennis, it was bronze for Aniek van Koot of the Netherlands, silver for Didi de Groot, also of the Netherlands, and the gold medal went to Kamiji Yui of Japan.
I think, yes, even now, when I think today's match, I already have something to do better. So yeah, at the moment I'm really happy and satisfied with my performance today, but I can be better. Yeah.
After 7 days of intense competition, the men's wheelchair tennis had reached the medals matches. First, the duel for bronze saw French pairing Frédéric Cattaneo and Stéphane Houdet, seeded 4, take on Daniel Cavazashi and Martin de la Puente of Spain. Buoyed on by the vocal crowd, the French duo started well. They held the advantage late in the opening set, Houdet setting up set point with a forehand volley. The 4 seeds duly closed that out. But the Spaniards came back at them, doing just enough to take the 2nd set and force the match into a 10-point tiebreak. A forehand winner from de la Puente put them 5-3 up, and they never looked back. Agony for Cattaneo. A double fault on match point, and the Spanish pair of Cavazashi and de la Puente were the bronze medalists.
4-6, 6-4, 10-5.
The gold medal match saw top seeds Alfie Hewitt and Gordon Reid of Great Britain up against 2nd seeds Miki Takuya and Oda Tokito of Japan. At both Rio 2016 and Tokyo 2020, the British pair were silver medalists. A Parisian gold would be the perfect step up. They raced into an early lead, combining well to win some superb points. But the Japanese duo provided some resistance. Miki put in great depth on a snappy forehand to win a point in the 5th game. A sublime drop shot from Reid gave the British pair set point at 5-2. And they duly converted. From there, they eased into a 3-love 2nd set lead, Reid showcasing his range of talents once more. Hewitt had some moments of his own, his swift movement around the court creating point-winning chances. There was no way back for the second set. And a Hewitt drop shot on match point gave the British pair a 6-2, 6-1 win. They were the champions.
2 sets to love, 6-2, 6-1.
So in the men's wheelchair doubles, it was bronze for Daniel Kawasashi and Martin de la Puente of Spain. Miki Takuya and Oja Tokito of Japan took the silver medal, while the Paralympic title went to Alfie Hewitt and Gordon Reid of Great Britain.
I felt like we went out there and grabbed the opportunity today, and yeah, it feels amazing to be wearing the gold alongside this man here.
You know, this has been a dream of ours for so many years, and we've faced 2 heartbreaking moments in the previous 2 games. To get over the line in the fashion that we did today is an absolute testament to the team that we have around us, all the hard work that we've done and put in, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of celebrating, that's for sure.
I'm Fleur Jong. I compete in the 100 meter and the long jump, and I'm from the Netherlands.
Ik ben begonnen met de 100 en de 200 en na een paar jaar begon ik me wel een beetje af te vragen van oké, is dit echt iets waar ik de beste in ga worden? Daar twijfelde ik aan. En toen ontdekte ik eigenlijk het verspringen en vanaf de eerste seconde had ik echt het gevoel van oké, maar hier ga ik echt goed in worden, dit is mijn onderdeel. Vroeger danste ik altijd.
I used to dance.
Nou, met verspringen is het eigenlijk perfect, want in de aanloop zit een bepaalde structuur en een bepaald ritme. En zeker vlak voordat je afzet, daar zit bijna een soort dansritme in. Dat is echt te doen. En dan moet je afzetten. Dus je moet heel even een soort versnelling inzetten op het eind. En dat heeft mij enorm geholpen. Dat kon ik vanaf het eerste moment. Uiteindelijk is dat fanatisme en die wil om echt een bijna perfect plan of zo perfect mogelijk uit te stippelen en dat uitvoeren, dat uiteindelijk leidt tot in ieder geval de beste prestaties die ik kan leveren. En dat nu ook de beste prestatie in de wereld is. Dat is echt waanzinnig. Het was heel uniek, heel bijzonder en het was ook heel intiem om het op deze manier met je team te beleven. Dus ik heb er enorm van genoten. Dit is de tijd om de wereld te laten zien hoe waanzinnig het is wat wij doen. En het liefst laat ik dat aan iedereen live zien. Dus ik hoop echt zo ongelooflijk veel mensen terug te zien in het stadion. Want ik denk dat het echt een beleving is. Het Stade de France, ik ben er al geweest. Alleen al daar zitten en de sfeer proeven is ongekend bijzonder. Maar ik weet uit ervaring van de Women Diamond League dat als je ineens het publiek hoort opzwepen, dat je zelf weer ook denkt van ja, we gaan weer. Het wereldrecord staat inmiddels op 6,74. Dat is echt al ongelooflijk ver. Dus als ik daar nog een centimeter bij kan snoepen, dan spring ik echt een gat in de lucht. Maar daar zal nog wel echt iets heel bijzonders voor moeten gebeuren, wil dat lukken. Maar het is uiteindelijk altijd een strijd tegen jezelf, zeker in atletiek, om je grenzen te verleggen en die ultieme prestaties op te Volgens mij is het tijd voor een gouden medaille, maar het gaat een ongelooflijk zware strijd worden.
A beautiful Parisian sky, the Stade de France in all its glory, ready for more top-class entertainment in para-athletics. The Netherlands with 3 finalists in the women's 100 metres T64. The orange colours of Fleur Jong, joined by Kimberly Alkemade and defending champion Marleen van Ganswinkel. Jong in lane 7, known for being a slow starter. But watch her go as the race unfolds. A superb finish from Jong to take the gold medal. Alkemade in lane 6 came second, with Van Ganswinkel third. A memorable occasion for the Netherlands, sweeping up the medals. For Jong, her second gold at Paris 2024 after winning the long jump. The trio no strangers to success at these games. Alkemada had taken gold in the 200 metres, and Van Ganswinkel had won silvers in both track and field. Para-athletics has only one relay event, the 4x100 metres universal relay. 4 teams in this final: Great Britain, the People's Republic of China, the United States of America and Japan. 2 male and 2 female athletes in each team, all with different impairments. A visually impaired athlete is followed by an amputee, then a sprinter with coordination impairment, and finally a wheelchair athlete. China in lane 5 had set a new world record in the heats. The USA's Noah Malone in lane 3 made a blistering start. Great Britain on the outside were also going well. The battle for the medals was open at halfway. No batons involved. Changeover is done by a tap. The USA and Great Britain were still well placed. China with ground to make up. It was over to Hu Yang, who overtook Britain's Samantha Kinghorn. Hu had made the difference. A terrific display by the Chinese quartet, who took the gold, with Great Britain claiming silver and the USA the bronze. China had shaved 0.02 of a second off their world record. A fabulous victory for them after a breathtaking race.
I was so nervous, and it was so nerve-wracking knowing you're good, and then to bring it home, it's just, I can't believe we did it like this. It is very important to me. I mean, just look at how many families and children are in this stadium, and they deserve inspiration and performances like we give them.
The United States of America went into their wheelchair basketball semi-final with revenge in mind. The People's Republic of China knocked them out at the same stage of the Paralympic Games 3 years ago in Tokyo. China came in as slight favourites though, having won all 4 of their matches so far in Paris. But the United States struck first through Rose Holloman. And the same player broke clear to set up Lindsay Zerbrugg moments later. An early timeout as China went back to the tactics board. It appeared to work. The Chinese began to pick out passes and pick up points. Lu Guidi levelling the scores. And Zhang Shumei gave her side a 2-point lead going into the break. Seconds after the restart, the United States proved they too had quick hands. Zerbrugg again with the basket. But check out this hook shot. Lin Suling to beat the buzzer and stretch China's lead to 6. Holloman kept her side in contention. This to take her into double figures. However, every time the US got close, China hit back. Lin again, glancing this in off the glass. Anxious American supporters. The Stars and Stripes down by 3 at half-time. They needed a strong start, How about this from Holloman? Worth another look at the play fake and finish. Gradually, Team USA came back into it. When Becca Murray sank this, they were ahead for the first time since the opening quarter. 4 points the US lead going into the final quarter. Not for long. The Chinese pressed hard and got caught on the break. Excel Gonzalez with the layup to restore the advantage. Less than 4 minutes to go. China from the free throw line. Zhang Shumei held her nerve to hit them both for a 1-point lead. Fouls were coming thick and fast. Hollerman had 2 shots from the line herself. Both went in the basket. Breathless stuff. 40 seconds left. Who would score next? Hollerman. And how her coach enjoyed that. Game over for China, surely. Lin Suling didn't think so, sinking this from outside the D. But the US held on to win a thrilling encounter and moved 1 step closer to a 5th Paralympic title. It finished China 47, the USA 50.
I mean, it feels great. Like, it's such an exciting moment to realize we're going to a gold medal match. We're going to be Paralympic medalists, and it's just a great feeling. I think our heart, I think our bench, our like unity as a team, like we lean on each other, we trust each other, we love each other. Like every time we were coming into timeouts, you could feel that we were 12 players on the floor pushing for our goal.
No let-up in the action at La Défense Arena with another busy night of Paris swimming finals. The men's 400 metres S6 freestyle promised a rematch at the Tokyo 2020 final. Then Thomson Enrique Glock of Brazil took the gold, ahead of Italy's Antonio Fantini. The longest event for this classification found the 2 swimmers way out in front, with Glock maintaining his lead. Fantini closed quickly at the end, but the Brazilian retained his title. Jesus Alberto Gutierrez Bermudez of Mexico, one of 2 brothers in the race, took the bronze. Stefano Raimondi of Italy took the silver medal in the S10 men's 100 metres backstroke at Tokyo 2020. After 3 gold medals in Paris already, he hoped for more this time. But Olivier van der Voort of the Netherlands was the fastest qualifier. And he won a thrilling race by less than 0.3 of a second. The lineup for the men's 100 metres S9 butterfly final featured 3 swimmers who'd already won gold in Paris. Among them was Simone Barlam of Italy, and his bid to add another gold really gathered pace in a superb second 50 metres. Australians Timothy Hodge and Lewis Bishop claimed silver and bronze. The defending champion in the men's 100 metres S14 backstroke, Benjamin Hans of Australia, had smashed his own world record in qualifying. He didn't match that time in the final, but his victory was never in doubt. Gabriel Bandeira of Brazil, who qualified 8th fastest for the final, took a surprising silver. The final of the 50 metres S3 freestyle looked wide open. Umut Unlu of Turkey had qualified fastest with a personal best time. Defending champion Diego Lopez Diaz of Mexico was in the lineup. But he finished out of the medals this time. Unlu took gold, his first Paralympic medal. Kimura Kechi of Japan was bidding to defend the men's S11 100 metres butterfly title he won at Tokyo 2020. The race for visually impaired swimmers featured a strong lineup, but Kimura maintained a decisive lead. His winning time was a Paralympic record, and he finished ahead of world record holder Danilo Chufarov of Ukraine. The final of the men's 100 metres S8 freestyle produced a thrilling finish. Australia's Callum Simpson took the gold from Noah Jaffe of the United States of America. Italy's Alberto Amadeo was closing fast, and just 0.07 seconds separated the top 3. Guo Jincheng of the People's Republic of China was aiming for his 4th gold medal here at Paris 2024 in the men's 50 metres S5 butterfly. He achieved just that as part of a Chinese 1-2-3 and continued his streak of breaking world records at these games with his winning time of 30.28 seconds. The men's S4 50 metres freestyle was another race where a favourite had emerged from the heats. Canada's Sebastian Masabi had broken the Paralympic record in qualifying. And he delivered again in the final. The 19-year-old powered to the gold, this time in a world record time.
It means the world to me that I get to become a Paralympic champion this year. Just train hard and hope that your dreams will be achieved.
前面的成功让我对我的信心会增加更多一点，因为在世锦赛把这块金牌丢了，在这次奥运会上能拿回来，是我对国家对我的期盼，但是我做到了，真的很高兴。
The women's event, the powerlifting, moved on to the up to 67 kilos category. World record holder Tan Yu Zhao from the People's Republic of China was aiming to retain the title she's held since Rio 2016.
Stop!
A clean lift of 134 kilos was a good start to her defence. Tan would be the one to beat. Egypt's Fatma Elian finished just outside the medals in Tokyo 2020 and was looking to improve here.
Stop!
Her second attempt of 134 kilos. Such smooth movement. She moved up into second. Maria Costa de Castro of Brazil was in fifth position heading into the final round. Her chosen weight of 133 kilos would lift her into third if she was successful. She was delight for Costa de Castro. Help from her coach, and the bronze medal was hers. Tan broke the Paralympic record to secure gold with her third lift of 140 kilos. And it provided her with an opportunity to attempt a world record lift.
Stop!
142 kilos on the bar. It didn't look a problem, and the referees liked it too. Tan had broken the record she set just a year ago. Confirmation then, Maria Costa de Castro of Brazil won bronze. Fatma Elian of Egypt took the silver. And for the third time, Tan Yu Zhao is the Paralympic champion.
I'm very happy and very excited. I showed my competitive level and strength to the people of the world in such a beautiful stadium in Paris, and I showed the demeanor of a Chinese athlete. I'm very happy. I also successfully challenged myself. This was a perfect competition.
The next event, where medals would be awarded in powerlifting, was the men's up to 80 kilos class. Gu Shoufei from the People's Republic of China earned silver at Tokyo 2020 and was among those expected to do well in Paris. An opening lift of 225 kilos put him into an early lead. Rasul Mohsin from Iraq had finished runner-up twice in previous Paralympic Games. 215 kilos on the bar. It was a good one, and he cemented his place in the middle position. But the main threat would be from the world and Paralympic champion, Ruhala Rostami, from the Islamic Republic of Iran. A huge weight of 234 kilos, but he looked comfortable. Commanding lead from Rostami following his second attempt. Mohsin's final attempt could have seen him overtake Gu. The judges, though, weren't satisfied. The Iraqi remained in third. So, Rostami went into his final lift, knowing the gold was already his. The weight was increased to 242 kilos. The crowd seemed confident, so did Rostami. The referees confirmed the lift was sound, and Rostami had broken his own world record. So the bronze medal went to Rasul Mohsin from Iraq. Gu Shoufei from the People's Republic of China received silver. And the defending champion retained his crown. Ruhala Rostami from the Islamic Republic of Iran had the gold medal.
paracycling at Paris 2024 continued with the men's B road race over 127.8 kilometres. In the B category, visually impaired cyclists, known as stokers, ride tandem with a sighted pilot. The host nation were well represented. Stoker Elie Di Cavallo and Michael Gouchard were one of two French teams in this race, and they already had a time trial silver to their names here in Paris. There were two Dutch teams too, but one of them had a problem early on. Vincent Terscura and pilot Timo Fransen with a puncture. The other French pairing were Alexandre Loverus and pilot Johan Palliot. They were part of a four-man breakaway that included Di Cavallo, and the two French bikes were able to work together to control the front of the race. Incredibly, after an almighty effort, Terscura managed to reconnect with the leading group after his puncture, joining compatriots Tristan Bangmar and pilot Patrick Boss. It developed into France versus the Netherlands for the medals, but one pairing would miss out. Loveras was dropped several times but kept fighting to get back on. However, home hopes took an unfortunate turn. Di Cavallo suffered a mechanical failure with just a few kilometres to go. He'd looked the stronger of the French riders. With Loveras struggling to keep up, it was down to which Dutch duo had the skill, strength and heart to claim the gold. But the effort to get back on had clearly told on Terscura, and Bangmar was able to sprint to the line for victory. So Alexandre Loverus and Johan Palliot of France took bronze, and the Netherlands had a 1-2. Silver went to Vincent Terscura and Timo Fransen, and it was gold for Tristan Bangmar and Patrick Boss. To the women's race over 99.4 kilometres, where there was heartbreak at the start for Polish stoker Patricia Kuta and Katarzyna Konasiewicz. Their chain had snapped under the pressure of both riders' exertions off the line. They would repair and get back on the road, but sadly for the team from Poland, their race was effectively over. Great Britain had three teams in the race, but there was an early setback for one of them, also chain-related. Lizzie Jordan and pilot Danny Kahn forced into emergency repairs by the side of the road. Ireland's Katie George-Dunleavy was the Tokyo 2020 gold medalist and current world champion, and had already won the time trial at these games. It was Dunleavy and pilot Linda Kelly and Great Britain's rider Sophie Unwin, together with Jenny Hull, who made the first meaningful attack, and both pairs were soon working together out in front. The third British team, that of Laura Fackie and pilot Corinne Hall, were trailing the leading pair, but putting in an almighty effort to try to bridge the gap. They would come home third. It was Ireland versus Great Britain for the gold. The British duo launched their attack in the final metres, and the Irish team were unable to respond. So bronze went to Great Britain's Laura Fackie and Corinne Hall. Katie George-Dunleavy and Linda Kelly of Ireland took silver, and gold and the Paralympic title went to Sophie Unwin and Jenny Hull, also of Great Britain.
I mean, it was just overwhelming. I knew today was going to be really hard, and I don't think I came into today believing we were going to win it. I was sort of telling myself, be happy with a podium wherever we are on that podium, and I think it just got to me once I realised we'd done it. I think Jenny's great. I've said it before, I genuinely believe she's the best pilot there is, and she's also a really great person and a good friend as well.
In para-judo, 5 gold medals would be decided at the Champ de Mars Arena. First up was the women's under 57 kilo J2 final. Uzbekistan's Kamushkon Koyeva facing Japan's Hiroshi Yunko in blue. In front of her Japanese fans, Hiroshi turned Koyeva on her back to deliver a stunning ippon. An ippon, the maximum score which then ends the contest. So, silver for Koyeva, gold for Hiroshi, the Japanese athlete adding a second Paralympic medal to her collection. To the women's under 70 kilo J1 final. The People's Republic of China's Liu Li faced Brenda Souza de Freitas from Brazil. As the fans made themselves heard, it was Sousa de Freitas in the blue judoki who thought she'd won the contest. After a review, though, the Brazilian was judged to be off the ground. The ippon chalked off. As time ticked on, there was nothing to choose between Sousa de Freitas and Lu. It would take a golden score to decide the gold. First to achieve any score would win. Right from the off, Lu was in control and turned the Brazilian over. Then she held for 10 seconds and secured the win. Lu Li, the new Paralympic champion. Silver for Brenda Sousa de Freitas.
66 kilogram bronze.
The world number one, Japan's Saito Yujiro, was up against Georgi Kaldani of Georgia in the men's under 73 kilo J2 final. It was a tough contest from the start with the contrast of fighting styles. The Wasari within the first few seconds awarded straight to Saito. 2 Wasari equal the maximum score of an ippon. Less than a minute later, the decisive blow. He scored a second Wasari for taking both feet. So silver for Kaldani, while Saito Yujiro becomes the new Paralympic champion. The Japanese fans delighted. The next gold medal match was the women's under 70 kilogram J2. Wang Yu from the People's Republic of China faced Ilana Martins Maldonado of Brazil. Wang is the world number one, but she was under pressure from the start. A Wasari to Martins Maldonado for throwing Wang on her side. Halfway to victory, the Brazilian didn't let up. She got Wang onto her side yet again. A second Wasari awarded and the contest was over. So silver for China, but the gold goes to Brazil. An emotional Ilana Martins Maldonado, now a 3-time Paralympic medalist. Finally, the men's under 73 kilogram J1 gold medal contest. The world number one, Romania's Florin Alexandru Beloga took on Kazakhstan's Yagali Shami wearing the blue judogi. Beloga got off to a fast start, a Wasari awarded by the referee with Shami on his back. Beloga's second came a minute later, with this change in direction from the Romanian. So the silver medal goes to Kazakhstan, but it's gold for Beloga, now a 3-time Paralympic medalist.
Este un vis. Acest lucru mi l-am dorit de când am început să practic judo și mă bucur că am reușit să mă îndeplinesc. Mă bucur că încă o dată am reușit să scriu istorie și nu am cuvinte în acest moment să pot să descriu bucuria pe care o am.
After 2 days of individual events at the Palace of Versailles, now it was time for the teams in the para-equestrian. 16 nations, each with 3 riders. They would compete in their individual grade, with the scores then added together to determine which team would be crowned as Paralympic champions. There are 5 grades altogether, each one for different physical or visual impairment. Grade 4 got things started. Germany's Anna-Lena Norhaus, riding Quimbeya 6, set the early standard. In the individual event, Sanna Voorts had to settle for silver, beaten by her compatriot Demi Harkins. Now they were on the same team, and together they put the Netherlands top. Grade 5 came next, and another good round for Germany. Regina Mispelkom won bronze in Tokyo 3 years ago. Her ride here helped keep Germany in contention. This grade also saw Great Britain enter their first competitor. They'd won this event on every occasion since it was first introduced in 1996. Sophie Wells has been a part of the last 3 teams, but she was riding a less experienced horse than she'd planned to here. Nevertheless, the defending champions got off to a good start. The format of the final means teams have to think tactically about the riders they choose for which grade. Italy didn't get involved until grade 1, but it was worth the wait. The world number 2, Sara Morganti, scored just over 79%, the best score of the 3 days of para-equestrian so far. Behind her, the United States of America announced their arrival. Roxanne Trunnell's test scored 77% to put her team straight into contention. Now the leaderboard was taking shape and the standard was high. Georgia Wilson's grade 2 ride for Great Britain kept their hopes of a medal alive. But they sat behind Germany in the standings. 69-year-old Heidi Marie Dressing scored just over 73%. And with all 3 of their tests now completed, Germany's final score confirmed them as the team to beat. But the USA were on the charge. Fiona Howard had already won gold in the individual grade 2. Now she became the first competitor to score 80%. A stunning performance, and one that reduced her team to tears. And so, into the final grade, the final chance. Natasha Baker rode first for Great Britain, but couldn't produce what was needed. That meant, after 28 years of gold, Great Britain's incredible dominance was now over. They'd eventually finish 6th. After having 2 riders compete at the beginning, the Netherlands returned at the end. Rix van der Horst is the world number 3, and her performance saw her team knock Germany off the top. Van der Horst won silver in the grade 3 individual event, beaten only by Rebecca Hart, and the American would repeat that success once more. A near-perfect performance gave the USA a 3% lead at the top of the standings, and nobody could catch them. So, after an intense day of competition, it was Germany who took bronze, silver again for the Netherlands just as they won in Tokyo, and the USA were the new Paralympic champions.
It is the culmination of so many years of work for all of us, and I am so excited to be able to do this for our team and our country. What I want to take away from this is that we are not disabled athletes. We are athletes, and we are out here on the field of play delivering the results, and I am so proud of this team, and I hope to take that home and keep that momentum and develop the program even more.
Some epic battles unfolded during the finals of the para table tennis at the South Paris Arena. In Class 1 and Class 2 combined, Liu Jing of the People's Republic of China faced Giada Rossi of Italy. Liu was aiming for her 5th successive title. But Rossi had the higher world ranking and took the first game 11-9. She made short work of the second too, taking that 11-6.
11-6, game Rossi.
The Italian kept up the pressure on the reigning champion to take match point 10-6 up in the third.
6-10.
Moments later, it was all over.
11-8.
Giada Rossi of Italy was the new Paralympic champion. The men's Class 7 final was between William Bailey of Great Britain and Yan Shuo from the People's Republic of China. A fast and furious first game went to China. Bailey needed to win a tie-break in the second to draw level. Leveled the match. This was a repeat of the Tokyo final, which Yan had won. The fourth game went to the fifth to decide the outcome. China reached match point first. Bailey needed to win this serve. It was gold for China. Yan Shuo of the People's Republic of China had retained his title. World number one, Yoon Ji-yoo of the Republic of Korea faced Andela Musinic-Vincentic of Croatia in the women's Class 3. The Croatian hadn't reached a Paralympic singles final before, but she took the first two games in quick succession. The Korean fought back, winning the next two, which forced the match into a fifth and final game. 12-11 up at the tiebreak, Croatia were on the brink of gold. Shot turned to daylight. Andela Musinic-Vincentic of Croatia had taken her first Paralympic title. In Class 6, Ranroy Thaniam of Thailand played Matteo Paranzan of Italy. At 21 years old, Paranzan is the current world champion. He hadn't dropped a game in the tournament so far. His form continued as he closed out the first two games comfortably, 11-6, 11-6. The Thai player struggled to match his skill. Matteo Paranzan of Italy took gold in 3 straight games.
All full, all were cheering for me, for the others. It's something amazing. I prepared this for a long time, not the last month, not the last year, but in my career I dreamed this. Man, world champion, European champion, Paralympic champion, something amazing, 21 years. It's something that I cannot believe.
Another thrilling evening of athletics action at the Stade de France. Coming into the final of the men's 400 metres T62, the two to watch were world and Paralympic record holder Johannes Flores of Germany in lane 7 and Hunter Woodall of the United States of America in lane 6. He was the fastest this season. Flores had a strong start and looked to be stretching away from the rest of the field. But then, a powerful surge from Woodall round the last bend saw the American take the lead and finish with an emphatic victory and Paralympic gold. Flores hung on for the silver medal, but only just in front of Olivier Hendricks of the Netherlands in bronze. What a moment for Woodall, who celebrated with his wife Tara. They have matching medals. She also won gold in the Olympic long jump. In the women's javelin throw F46, defending champion and world record holder Holly Robinson of New Zealand and Holly Arnold of Great Britain were expected to be the ones vying for gold. It wasn't a good night for defending champion Robinson, with just over 39 metres from her first throw. She then fouled all of her remaining attempts. Arnold's best throw was her third attempt of 40 metres 59. With her very last throw, Venezuela's Nesby's Murillo Gil, who was fourth in Tokyo, threw a massive distance of 43 metres 77 to move into gold medal position with a new Paralympic record. Then up stepped 15-year-old Johannikon Yigitilayeva of Uzbekistan. She'd shown great form throughout the competition, and this was her final throw. It was 43 metres and 12 centimetres. So it was gold for Murillo Gil of Venezuela, a brilliant silver for teenager Yigitilayeva and Uzbekistan, and the bronze medal to Holly Arnold of Great Britain. In the men's 100 metres T51 final, Peter Janine of Belgium in lane 3 was the defending champion and Paralympic Games record holder. In lane 6, Canadian Cody Fourney, in his first Paralympic Games, had already won gold in the 200 metres. Right from the gun, Fourney was out in front. And powered his way to the finish line in a new Paralympic record of 19.63 seconds. He'd done the sprint double. In second, winning the silver medal, was Janine of Belgium, and the bronze medal to Toni Pisparin of Finland in a season's best. Yasin Khosravi of the Islamic Republic of Iran set the target in the men's shot put F57. Khosravi holds the world record in this event and had been in fine form throughout the season. This was his fourth throw, a distance of 15 metres and 96 centimetres for a new Paralympic record. He was nearly a metre ahead of the rest of the field, and the Iranian secured a well-deserved gold medal.
Sí, es mi primera medalla paralímpica. Estoy súper emocionada porque es lo que siempre había soñado. Me encantó esta competencia acá en Francia, el público, los espectadores. De verdad que bueno, hacen que uno quiera romper récord. Me gusta mucho los espectadores de Francia.
Crowds at La Défense Arena were treated to fast-paced women's para-swimming finals. The S5 50-metre butterfly lineup featured strong competitors from the People's Republic of China. The world record holder He Shengao and Paralympic record holder Lu Dong were aiming for gold.
People's Republic of China, Lu Dong.
In the closing 25 metres of the race, both He in a red cap and Lu in white were faster than world record pace. But it was Lu who went all the way, smashing her teammates' world record in 38.17 seconds. He Shengao took the silver medal, and Turkey's Sevilay Ozturk denied the Chinese a clean sweep, taking the bronze. The overwhelming favourite in the women's 100-metre butterfly S9 was the United States of America's Christy Rallycrossley. She was a body length in front on the home stretch and snatched the Paralympic record from Sofia Konkoy of Hungary, who finished with silver. Meanwhile, in the S14 100-metre backstroke, Poppy Maskell of Great Britain eyed the gold medal. But would it be a clean sweep for the British, with her two compatriots also in the race? She was challenged by neutral Paralympic athlete Valeria Shabalina in a black cap, but Maskell surged ahead to touch first, while Shabalina took silver and another medal for Great Britain, with Olivia Newman-Baronius taking bronze. Drama in the 50-metre freestyle S4. Favourite from Brazil in a blue cap, Lydia Vieira da Cruz, made a false start. The USA's Leanne Smith in S3, swimming a class up, won the race and broke the S3 world record. Vieira da Cruz touched second but was disqualified, bringing Tanja Schulz of Germany into silver and Rachel Watson from Australia with bronze. France's Emmeline Pierre was backed by the home crowd in the S10 100-metre backstroke. She'd need the support against defending Paralympic champion Hungary's Bianca Papp. Papp wasn't the fastest away, but she reached the turn just in front. Impressive closing speed meant her title was successfully defended. The United States of America's Alexandra Truitt in silver. In bronze was Emmeline Pierre, to the delight of French fans. From China, the reigning champion in the S6 400-metre freestyle, Zhang Yuyan, got off to a brilliant start, leaving Maisie Summers-Newton of Great Britain and Switzerland's Nora Meister on either side of her, fighting for silver. Halfway through the race, Zhang was slower than her world record, but she was untouchable. Meanwhile, Meister increased her tempo and pulled into second place.
Zhang powered home, securing her 6th Paris 2024 gold medal and becoming the most successful para swimmer so far at these games. Meister in silver, and Summers Newton was on the podium with bronze.
I think my performance was just okay, because I was very tired as today is the 9th day of the competition, and I was also not in my best physical condition. So I was very happy to win this gold medal, same as all the medals before.
I'm very proud of me because I can do it. It was really hard and I want to win, and I did it. And I swam for my granddad because he died 2 months ago, and it was really hard for me.
It was the penultimate day of competition in the Grand Palais as medals were contested in the wheelchair fencing épée discipline. In category B, athletes have an impairment which affects their balance or fencing arm. Poland's Michał Dabrowski didn't know if he'd even be able to compete at these games after undergoing cancer treatment in the build-up. He was delighted with his bronze medal after beating Zhang Ji from the People's Republic of China in an extremely close contest. 15-14 the final score. Britain's Dimitri Couture had already won a gold and silver medal at Paris 2024. He took on debutant Thailand's Visit Kingmanor in the finals. The objective is to hit an opponent anywhere on the body, from the waist up, causing the button on the tip of the weapon to be fully depressed. An extremely fast-paced start, and the scores reached 6 points each after fewer than 10 seconds of play. The winner is the first to 15 points, or the leader after 3 rounds of 3 minutes. This one looked unlikely to go the distance. As the contest progressed, Couture pulled away. He'd beaten Kingmanor here in Paris once already, and they met in the quarter-finals of the foil competition.
Double touch.
He'd now done it again, in his second gold of the bronze.
Il est champion paralympique, et quand on est champion paralympique, on se lève.
In the women's Category B event, Ukraine's Elena Fedota Isayeva won the bronze medal with victory over Tong Na Ting of Hong Kong, China. In the final, Thailand's Saesuni Jana was looking to complete the set, having already won the gold medal in the individual sabre and foil disciplines. Between her and another gold medal was China's Kang Su. Kang had won gold at the World Championships last year. In épée, unlike other fencing disciplines, athletes can score points simultaneously, and this was another close match. Jana edged ahead 7-6. The 15-year-old first won a Paralympic medal 20 years ago in Athens, and she started to pull away in this one and found herself within 1 point of victory. She could barely believe it. History was made. Jana, now the first person to win an individual gold medal in all 3 wheelchair fencing disciplines at a single Paralympic Games.